Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. It's apparently Teacher Appreciation Week in my district, so we're appreciating the teachers with videos. For the record, I appreciate my teachers without the videos. So I got a phone call about this the other day, actually. The counselor told me to do a video that was less than a minute. To that, I can only say, excuse me, sir, do you really think that I can appreciate teachers properly in less than a minute? You work at a school. How? That is not nearly enough time, sir. That you can't. There's no way. There is no way. How can you think that? Teachers are freaking awesome. Even the teachers that I've had that I don't really like are freaking awesome. I mean, imagine for just a moment. You are a professional teacher. You deal with puberty-stricken kids every day. That sounds terrible by itself. And not like a parent. You don't parent puberty-stricken kids every day. No. You have a class of like 15 to 30 kids that rotates every hour. So you have like 100 kids every day. And you have to teach them, but you also have to remember their names and foster amicable relations. That is amazing. I don't think that I could do that. Teachers come to school every day and they work the typical 8-hour day with a couple hundred kids. That's a lot. But then you realize that they show up hours before school starts to get the classroom ready, and they stay hours after school lets out so they can go to faculty meetings and lesson plan and grade papers, and even after all of those hours outside of their actual work hours, they take their work home and they do it at home. I can commend each and every teacher for doing that kind of thing, even the teachers that are out there who I don't like. Because they exist. I know it seems really strange, but they exist. But I just want to be clear that this is Teacher Appreciation Week, not just Professional Teacher Appreciation Week. We need to make a distinction there. The word teacher is a very, very, very broad term. A teacher is simply one who teaches, a mentor. So as a tag-along inclusion to my Teacher Appreciation video, I would like to appreciate every other teacher that we have, like parents, church leaders for some of us, friends, family, neighbors, even those strangers on the street. There are many people every day just around us who teach us things. Some people are more obvious. Parents, of course, are supposed to be our teachers by default. Some are a bit less so. Our friends, for example, are usually just our friends, but we each have different experiences that we can use to advise and assist and teach. So to end off this beautiful video that I have created, I would like to extend my appreciation to every teacher out there. If you've taught anyone anything worthwhile, I appreciate you for what you've done. But anyways, I have 2 of these to record, so I need to go do video 2 now. Taking a water break. Hello guys, and welcome to another video, or the same video if you're watching this on my channel instead of on the Facebook page. We are back at it again with the fancy teacher appreciation thing, but this time we have slightly more specific instruction. You see, this time we are supposed to talk about specifically how the teachers at my school impacted me. So school teachers at my school impact me. Very specific instruction, way better than appreciate teachers in general. Whoa. That was a doozy to write that script. But they still want me to do this in a minute. Less than a minute, in fact. I think that we all know how I feel about that. Excuse me, sir. Do you really think that I can appreciate teachers properly in less than a minute? You work at a school. How? Anyways. I find that the teachers at my school are the best part of going to school. I'm gonna be honest, the kids are terrible. I don't want to be around most of them most of the time. I will continue to be honest, however, and say that the sentiment has gotten a lot less harsh in past years. I'm going to think that we as a collective group of aging children have started to mature and be less terrible and have grown as people. But regardless of our growing maturity, I'm just not a fan of people. I don't want to be around people very often. I am an extrovert, but I'm still not a fan of people, okay? I have like the people that I want to hang out with, and that's like 3 people out of the 8 billion we have on the planet so far. That's not a lot, but whatever. I come to school to see my favorite teachers, about 3 kids my age, and graduate. And that's really about it. I love the teachers at my school for a lot of reasons. They're mostly very sweet. They're smart. I like to talk to them and they like to talk to me. It goes a long way when teachers can be amicable with their students. I can tell you that for sure. All of our teachers are doing an amazing job right now accommodating for closures and remaking their entire lesson plan. I can commend them for that, and I can appreciate them for that because it's hard work. I know it's hard work. It's hard work for me to be doing the work that they're giving me, so clearly it must be harder work for them to be coming up with it because they're coming up with a lot. In general, I also love my teachers because of the relationships I've made with them. Our theater teacher, Miss Stacy, is one of my favorite teachers. I feel safe in her classroom to be me as I would like to be instead of the me that I have to be to get by. Her class for me is the easy, fun, entertaining class. You know, it's where I can go to take a mental break, where the class is mostly creative and entertaining. And it's not that it's easy, it's that it's relaxing. It's a place where what I would like to do to make the assignment happen takes precedence over the actual assignment. We have that liberty in her classroom to turn the assignment into what we want it to be. Our Spanish teacher, Miss Lopez, has also quickly made her way into my warmy little heart. I can't believe I wrote that in the script. I've only met her this school year, but she's one of the best people I've had the pleasure of knowing, even in a professional school setting. She's kooky and fun and exuberant, and I've learned a lot about Spanish from her, and I appreciate that. It makes me feel proud of myself to know that I've learned enough of another language to make out basic sentences. Like, genuinely, that is amazing to me. She sent me a letter recently. If you look at my wrist, you'll notice that I have a collection of little bracelets. They're actually each from a different country. I'm collecting them. So we have Croatia, Peru, Colombia, and here in the US I got this one from New Orleans. She mailed this one from Colombia to me. Miss Lopez is Colombian, and she visits Colombia pretty often apparently. And I asked her, I was like, Miss Lopez, can you please bring me like a cheap little bracelet from Colombia, because I will pay you if you bring me a bracelet from Colombia. Because I've been collecting, like I want bracelets from all the countries. And you know what she did? She went to Colombia over spring break, you know, spring break, we were all returning home. And, you know, we thought we would be coming back to school, but apparently not. And while she was in Colombia, she got me this little bracelet and a bunch of candy for the rest of the classes, which is really cool. But the school closures happened, as they do. So she mailed it to me, and she sent me a letter, and it was really cool to me, because the letter was written in Spanish, and I could read it. And it makes me really happy that that is something that I could have done, and it's because of Miss Lopez's class. I love letters, by the way. I don't think I've taken this bracelet off since I got it. To be honest, I have also not taken off the rest of the bracelets since I got them. This one from Peru has been stuck on my arm for a year, so whoops. Now, I can't talk about every single teacher that I've had. They're all pretty awesome, but I can't go for a teacher appreciation video without talking about Miss Griffin, my band director. I cannot express to you the importance of band in my life. I do not think that I would be sitting here today if I did not have band to look back on and to look forward to. Okay? So I cannot appreciate Miss Griffin enough for stepping in when we needed a band director, and for not only stepping in when we needed a band director, but for doing an excellent job of what she does, because it cannot be easy to just pick up a band program after it was just sort of eradicated for a minute there. You know, it's not like the band program was gone, but we were uprooted and turned upside down and thrown around in circles. It cannot be easy to just fix that. So granted, I've only ever had 2 band directors, but Miss Griffin is amazing at what she does. I prefer rehearsing in her class for 2 reasons. Music sounds better with all the parts, number 1. And because I feel like I learn so much from my practice when rehearsing with Miss Griffin at the helm. It always helps to have someone who actually knows what they're doing, and Miss Griffin, hands down, knows what she's doing. She's fun, and she's weird, and she reminds me way too much of my dad, which is a plus in my books, by the way. She's professional, but she's still a band mom, and there's no boundary for my appreciation of the help that she brings to my musical life. But now, I think that I've already overstepped my boundaries by like 10 minutes. It's been a while. So, with all that said, teachers are awesome, and we appreciate y'all.